Okay, now we had a interesting story going on off the air. I had to stop it so we can talk about it on the air. So tell me the situation that happened with one of your friends or acquaintances or whatever we calling her. Like, what exactly happened?
Okay, I was telling you about my friend who we know is trying to become the lady of choice to a certain guy, and it's become apparent to her that she don't want to feel played the fool because it's not where she wants it to be. So she
And by hold
decided to
on, but
enter.
by not where she wants it to be, you mean in he messing with other chicks and she know it.
Yes, he's met with other chicks, and she's got an indication of it, and she's not so sure, or it's pretty clear that he's not at a spot, at a space to stop.
Right, but she want to be his number one. That's her plan A. That's her main. That's what
Yes,
she wanted to work out with this dude desperately.
yes,
But she's reaching a point of understanding that she ain't gonna be the number one main thing with him.
yes.
Okay, so now with her next course of action was what?
Is to accept dates from other men.
Uh huh.
So there's a person that she's agreed to go on a date with, and I guess I'm getting the narration from start to finish because I was on the phone with her all day leading up to the date. And I noticed before the date occurred, he was texting her while we were talking, and she's out running around, and he's proposing a location to meet up, a cigar bar, and she shoots it down because she doesn't want to smell like smoke. He proposes going to the bar to get drinks, and of course, to me, I know how she is about that. She doesn't want to go just get drinks because she feel like somebody's just trying to get her drunk to take advantage of her. And he offers, okay, well, we can go eat somewhere, and she's feeling like that's just you're not just gonna be taking me somewhere just to feed me. And I'm like, well, why don't you? She's like, everything he says is just not meeting my standards. She's like, I'm irritated. I don't even want to go anymore. I was like, well, I mean, at this point, he's gave you a couple options. It wouldn't be unfair for you to throw out something you rather do at this point. She's like, but that's the problem. Where's the men that just know you and get to know you? If he had took the time to get to know me, he would know what I like. I was like, okay, well, and then she alluded to the other guy. See, the other guy, when he said we were doing something, he just said it, and it just was firm, and we just went and did it. I was like, okay, but so what you gonna do? Go out with the other guy?
Did this guy not firmly say, "Let's go get something to eat"? Like what did you mean by the other guy said it and it was just firm and we just did it?
She was obviously was more on board with whatever the other
What,
guy wanted to
exactly.
do. Yeah.
Exactly. 'Cause that's the dude she was feeling. That's her plan A. Whatever he wanted to do, if he wanted to go tap dance at the laundromat, she would have been down. But this dude got planned the exact perfect 100% date with all the stars lined up just right.
He gotta do an eliminate date.
Anybody who ain't seen the show Illuminate, they wouldn't get that joke. That was funny.
So she decides to throw out there because I feel like I kind of feel like I was coaching in the process. I was like, well, just pick some place. So she told him some place, and it was going to incorporate ballroom dancing, and there's food and drinks there as well. So she felt like,
So it was
yeah,
dinner
see,
and drinks then.
yes,
Same thing
with
that it would
something
have been
else.
out to eat. Okay.
I guess in her mind, this was more worthwhile. And I know the restaurant he offered. I'm backtracking now, but I know the restaurant he offered to take her. It wasn't that the food, even though she said that, it's the fact that she's went there with the other guy. And to her, I go there with my man. I'm not going there with nobody I'm just going out on a date with. So now really it's about proximity and not being seen out with this guy, which again is like, why are you even going out with him? So anyway, she tells him where she wants to go, and I guess his texts get less responsive. So now she's like, you know what, never mind. I don't even want to go no more. I was like, well, at this point, you've been so difficult. He's probably going to say yes and just meet you there because you're making it, you're almost he probably think you're about to give him the whole, some came up, I can't, and
Right.
back out
Yeah,
because you're being so difficult.
yeah, that's guys know that's she about to flake. That's 100%. If somebody is acting like that, she's, regardless of where you get the date, finally said that y'all can finally agree on a date. If it took that long to agree on a date, a time, a place, the exact XY coordinates with the stars lined up just right, she's not going to show up for that date. That's so I'm shocked that they actually even made it out on a date. Because normally, because when a woman is doing all of that, that's basically her telling you, I don't really like you, but if this date sounds fun enough, I'll go do it. So no, like, I won't meet up with you at some coffee shop. I won't meet up with you for drinks. I won't meet up with you at Olive Garden. But if you got tickets to a Sierra concert, okay, then yeah, absolutely.
We can 1 2 step.
Yeah. So that's typically how that is. But so what else happened? They
end up meeting at the date. End up being okay. He's like, whatever, let's go. So I'm on the phone with her the whole time. Now, whenever I remember what she said, he said, fine, he gonna meet me there. And of course, she pulled up, okay, so I gotta make sure I pull up 30 minutes after he do. I'm like, okay. So she's continuing to do her little thing to head on to that side of town. This is unrelated. Anyway, they meet there. She does get there before him, so she's in the car talking to me. He pulls up with his hat, he's 49. So.
And she's like 39?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know what about the hat bothered her, but that bothered her.
What was wrong with it?
I guess the way he was wearing the hat, it was loose. It was a fitted hat. It was a little bit loose for her head. It was cocked to the side. It just didn't seem like it felt like the style she was expecting from a man of his stature.
I'll give her that one. I'll give her that one all day. The hat's cocked to the side at 49. I can't. I don't understand that one. That's personal taste, different strokes, different folks. But I will grant her, if she saw that as problematic, I could definitely understand. However, her main dude, who she's tap dancing in a top hat for, is a drug dealing ass nigga. So I mean, how chances are this drug dealer cock his hats too. I mean,
maybe she's trying to do better than the drug dealer and thought he was grown and sexy, and then he pulled up with a hat cocked to the side too.
Yeah, but
Just
she's
still
giving him problems because
yes.
She's strung out over the drug dealer.
Yes. So anyway, I had to convince her not to pull off because of the hat. So
hold on, wait. Y'all was talking
on the phone,
and he pulled up with the hat cocked to the side,
and she's like, "Girl, this Negro done pulled up with a fitted hat cocked to the side, looking like Bobby's World."
I remember my first YouTube video. When I was talking about how dating doesn't suck for women, how it's always a net positive for women. They will go out, enjoy the dinner and drinks and a good time, but if the guy did something as little as had on a brown belt with some black boots, nope, done. And
not your choice.
That's exactly what she just did.
This is before the date. She could have pulled out before you spent the money, right?
Yeah, that would have been fair.
Okay, so maybe that's my fault for saying don't knock him out just because of the hat. He can just take the hat off. So anyway, go in there, nice, whatever. I'm trying to skip to the next flag because she's calling me, and of course she's telling me all the complaints. She's not calling me to tell me how good the date was.
She was giving you these complaints in real time?
Not real time. That was when I got off the phone.
Oh, okay.
Everything I say from here on was recounted to me after the fact of the date. The rundown. So, soon as they walk in, he's like, all right, what you want to eat? And she says, dang, can I go use the bathroom first? So already if you ask me, that's not how she usually is. So that's kind of had a chip on her shoulder already with him. So you really don't want to be there with him. But anyway, what she really don't know that I know is what she really wants to do is run the layout of the situation. See if she recognizes anybody there, scout who's there, who's going to see her with him, in my opinion. Because why do you need to go to the bathroom as soon as you get there? But anyway, of course, wash your hands as well. But at least order first, then wash your hands. She didn't want to order. Okay, so they order the food. She's trying to dance. They're doing a ballroom dancing while they're waiting on the food. That's fine. But she felt like his masculinity wasn't what she needed to be because he was letting her lead. And in ballroom dancing, the man is supposed to lead, and she felt like she's a strong woman and he was letting her lead, and that was a turnoff. because the other guy wouldn't let her lead like that. So then
Yeah,
we're not.
that's weird. I kind of understand that. I mean, if the guy being able to dance is important, if the guy don't know how to, take the lead or step first in the ballroom dancing, then he's probably just not a good dancer. And if dancing is important, I guess I can understand that. But besides, he just came in just complaint after complaint after complaint going in, so it was almost like he couldn't do right if he tried. But
Kind of not. Maybe if he was more macho or aggressive. At one point when
But
they're
that macho and aggressiveness that normally plays well depending on how much they like that guy. If you lukewarm about a guy to where when he asks you out, you reject the first three places he wanted to take you, and you're only going out with him if the place is exactly right, and then he try to walk in there and get macho with you, and you ain't really feeling him like that. Like that macho, take the lead, aggressive shit. That's most women. They only really like that with a guy that they really feeling. Like if you out on a date with a guy and you really feeling him, and he get aggressive, and he, say at the end of the date he hug you and grab your ass a little bit. If you was really feeling him, that might be okay. But if you ain't really feeling him that much, don't try to get aggressive and assertive on me, nigga. You ain't got it like that. That's how, that's how, that's how a lot of women operate. It's sort of like the whole thing with, you know, a compliment from a nice gentleman. The guy says something about your body. Like, I said, dang, you working that dress. Okay, that was a compliment from a nice gentleman if you attracted to him. But, dang, you working that dress from some cockeyed nigga with 3 teeth in his mouth. That's he getting sprayed with mace, So, it's so that's why I feel like he couldn't quite do. He couldn't do it. That's how you want to disagree. you, he couldn't do right in that situation if he tried. But wasn't there something wrong with Oh, you skipped the whole flight of stairs because the part that you said that made me want to stop the conversation is you said they pulled up to a gas station first.
Oh no, that's after the date.
That was after the date. What else happened on the
during the date?
No, during the day.
I mean, 3 red flags happened during the day.
Okay. She was complaining because he wasn't leading. Was complaining because he asked her what did she want to eat.
Too quick.
And then she also was complaining because the other guy, we just gonna call him the drug dealer. The drug dealer would have just ordered her food for her.
Right.
She was complaining about that. But no, it was something else you said that you said when she was on the date. Cause she feel like, didn't she say something like, you ain't my man yet?
Right.
So, then she said it's just ballroom dancing. She should be able to dance around and mingle with other people.
With anybody, yes. So she wanted to get up and did get up to go mingle. She happened to see another club promoter that she knows. So, you got to go through that whole rigmarole of hugging on him, making a scene like, oh, hey, I know, all this. So she didn't like the fact that he was kind of like with her. And she felt like he just followed me around. I should be free to mingle. We're not together. I don't need nobody being annoying like that. And I literally said, like, if you was out with who you wanted to be out with, you wouldn't be concerned about dancing with nobody else. You wouldn't be concerned about being nowhere across the room. You would be in his face. I was like, so if he came on a date with you, he think you all together, he not just gonna sit at the table and just watch you flutter around the room. So
and then she would have called him a loser for letting her do that. But now he a loser for walking next to her like, no, you ain't about to be dancing with other dudes on my dime and I'm paying for this shit and you gonna dance with me.
I guess if you accept the date, then you accept the whole situation to experience the whole situation as a couple for the sake of the date, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where you got to give him that. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, I kept bringing it up. Why did you even go out with him then? Why? Because the only time he tried to pull the macho stuff was after the soft didn't work. When he told her, I'm trying to, put on all this other competition so you can be mine. And she's just like, that's so weak of a man. A man shouldn't be caring about what other competition is. He should be confident in himself. So at some point, summing it up, The waitress messed up the order, was slow, and at that point he got macho and was saying how he was about to have an attitude, waiting on the waitress to bring the bill. And to her, that also was a red flag. What man gets an attitude? That's a female trait. I'm supposed to get an attitude. He's a man. You get mad. You don't get an attitude. And so,
what's the difference between mad and attitude?
I guess to her,
and all he said is, "I'm about to get an attitude."
yeah, she felt like that was just feminine in its own self.
He enunciated the word attitude.
And he enunciated he's about to get it. I'm about to feel an emotion. And to her, that was just not comparable to drug dealer. So anyway, date. So basically, I didn't hear nothing good about the date, but I did hear how she had to make eye signals to the guy she had hugged to try to make sure he knew this ain't really who I'm with. Cause she was like, I looked at him like. So I'm like, well, that's why I have to admit, I know she didn't really want to be there with him, but if enough was on the table, she went to entertain it. Now I don't know when in this date something that she wants to purchase was brought up. Obviously, she must have brought it up because the date leaving the restaurant, he enunciated that he would love to buy her said item and he would love to meet her at the store where that item is sold to get it for the following day.
So
I know you're going to say...
oh, go ahead.
I know you're probably going to say he was probably just trying to secure an opportunity to see her again. Possibly.
Well, he on some bullshit. Yeah. Because the only way I could see that whole conversation going is if she subtly threw it out there. Was it a coat or purse, or she just threw out there, I want this one type of coat that they sell at this one store, at this one location. I really want a coat like that. Trying to just throw it out there and bait him to see if he gonna, take the bait. If he gonna, reach for that carrot she dangling out there. And yeah, some dudes be on some weak shit where they want to see that woman again, and that's their ticket to a second date. They're willing to do it, but in his mind, if she properly dangled the carrot over his head, he's probably thinking that's going to be the deal sealer because he liked her enough talking about eliminating the competition. He want to take her off the market. So he in his mind trying to do boyfriend shit, So in that sense, it could be interpreted as he really like her or he doing some borderline tricking. It could be interpreted many different ways, but she on some... I can almost guarantee he ain't gonna get... We got to do a show 2 on this, and he ain't getting no pussy whether he buy that coat or not. That's etched in stone. He is not getting no... It's no sex in the champagne room on that one because it ain't going down. But yeah, that's some definite fuckery when you got your plan A, you got your one dude who you competing for a spot for. But you don't want to play a complete fool, so you will entertain somebody else on a date, but you make it insurmountable.
Impossible.
Yeah. You put insurmountable odds and mountains in front of him to where he will have to just run through brick walls to actually get to you, to the point to where it's like you're being a indirect, subconscious dinner whore about it, where you got your main dude who you want to be with, but you wearing a clown suit for him. So in order for you to not look as stupid in your clown suit, you're gonna find somebody else to put on the clown suit for you. So so she's tap dancing in the top hat for this dude that don't want her. So she's gonna make a bunch of other dudes tap dance in a top hat for her that she really don't want. And so this guy, he's about to be wasting a lot of time and money. But I want to get to the part that was because I don't know how you skipped all the way this far, because I thought this part was before the date, but after the date she needed to get gas.
Yes. Now mind you, now that you reestablish the chronology, the purchasing of the coat has already been brought up.
Right.
So money being spent has already been offered by said gentleman.
Yes.
So I suppose at the end of the day, at some point she's like, I need gas. And he follows her to the gas station. And in her mind, I need gas means, as her other guy would have done, automatically, I need gas, buy the gas, pump the gas. to him, I need gas meant I need gas. So he followed her, I guess, to make sure she was safe because it's at night. But when he came up to the car, he said, "So you gonna go inside or you gonna pay at the pump?" That like flipped her off. It's like, what you mean? She's like, "I need some gas. You go put some money, get a guy some money, and pump some gas in my car." Like, and I mean, for me at that point, I asked her, "Did he do it?" Because I just want to know where's the people that
Hell
respond
no.
to this type of attitude.
Like she said it with an attitude when she was talking to you. Did she say
That's
it
right.
as
She
if-
said an attitude to me, so I'm like,
She
you
probably said it with an attitude to him.
I don't know, whatever way she said it, it was enough for him to do it, but I still feel like it was hardly as kosher as possible. I don't know.
I can't imagine her.
I don't know, but
saying
it got
politely.
done, and that's what all that matters. This is the type of women that get what they want, I guess, because they asked for it.
Yeah, but you see, you got to average it to the equation. Some dudes are, weak like that. You said he's 49, she's 39. To him, she's a young hot thing that he won't. So she got it in her mind, since she ain't really feeling him, she gonna make him pay to you. Well, no, you said that. You said that. Didn't she say something like, "These dudes, they gonna have to pay to be on my arm," or something like that?
Or for my attention, or something like that.
The ticket of just being out and about with her is just so much that they gotta come out of pocket above and beyond and all of that there.
Well, that's the problem with drug dealer lifestyle, because I don't want to say that. I want to say being affiliated with people who deal in those type of things have a different value of money, and so they make regular hood chicks feel like millionaires because they spend so quick and fast on them because they got quick fast money. And so then you're requiring a person who's not a quick and fast hustler with illegal substances to pump out that same type of economics. And it doesn't necessarily mean, I'm just playing both sides. It doesn't make it seem like you're not worth it, but it's just that man couldn't provide that if he wanted to on a frequent basis.
I mean, the thing is, he probably could, but it's cost-benefit analysis. This is a chick who, from the sound of things, ain't really giving him good rhythm or incentive to do anything. She's just saying, "I'm here, open your wallet." Just on the basis of just the simple fact that she's there, and she's, almost 40, but she still got the mind like she, some young, when she was a young, hot 21-year-old, she probably did. And that's probably why she's chasing her drug dealer dude so hard, because she feel like that's the last of the Mohicans for her. That's the last dude with that drug dealer money she ever gonna be able to pull, because that probably was the fast life she was living when she was, younger and in her 20s. She probably was, used to having dudes like that who had money and had this and had that. But now she got a regular dude who, I'll admit, is kind of being a dummy. But he's probably, and then 49 with a hat cocked to the side, so there's some problematic areas there. But at the end of the day, it's a regular dude with regular money who view her as somebody who he's really attracted to, that he really want to be with, even though he's moving in a pretty stupid way. But it's like it will never happen in the way that she saying no to the first 3 dates, complaining the whole date, wanting to dance with other people on the date, but still got him to agree to meet up to buy a coat, and you got him to pump your gas. I mean, not pump your gas, pay for your gas, after you already know you ain't really feeling with him or fucking with him because he wearing a clown suit for a drug dealer. It's a funny ass.
That's the way to put it.
Funny ass all around story.
Oh, so it's not right. It's not right for her to want to hurt someone the same way she's being hurt. That's not right.
Same way she's volunteering to being hurt. But you could argue that this dude is also volunteering too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're like the saying, there are no victims, there's only volunteers. But it's just funny how, because I remember when you were telling me about the circumstances of when her and the drug dealer, we'll just keep calling them, how they met, how their circumstances, and how it was just a red carpet. Because I remember she used to talk cash shit about how these dudes, I ain't just trying to take me out to eat. That ain't no real date. That ain't just, I ain't going out with these dudes. And they just trying to have sex, and they just want to take me to a bar, get me drunk. I ain't trying to hook up. I ain't trying to have sex with these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But with this guy, this particular guy, you met that old, drug dealing dude. They was in a hotel room the first time they met in person after they met online. It was like, so it's like that whole dynamic of this guy got to jump over the hurdles, but it's gonna be real easy for this guy, and now it's like she'll do any and everything, and it's like that. It seems to be that way with a lot of women. Like they'll do any and everything for that guy who really don't want them, but will
Do you think we just do it? Like, do you think we just say,
treat like shit that guy who they know actually want them?
do you think we purposely just look for a guy that don't want us to pour all our energy into? Like, I gotta find the right guy who don't want me. I feel like it ends up being that way.
Because you're getting emotionally attached and you fall in love.
I'm just wondering. Do you really think women purposely look for?
You fall in love with that guy you see every other Wednesday because he got a roster. You just fall so much in love with them on Wednesday. Between you fall in love between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. You just falling in love. But yeah. You gotta keep me posted on what's going on with that. We'll revisit that. We almost at, I think we had about 25 minutes here, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Find out about that jacket.
Yeah. That's I want to know, did the nigga buy the jacket or not? That's the item of discussion coming up on the next show. Did he buy the jacket or no? That's what the next video is gonna be titled. But all right, we are out.